Let's say I lost it all, the 85,000 followers, the years of momentum, the content library, the ecosystem, the presence, all gone. And I had to start from scratch. 0 followers, no visibility. Okay, what would I do? How would I build a presence again without selling out, burning out, or turning into a performative content machine? I do exactly what I'm about to walk you through right now. Okay? This is the quiet growth playbook, the blueprint that I would follow to rebuild my brand on LinkedIn from 0. Phase 1, rebuild the foundation, days 1 to 3. Before I post a single thing, I'd rebuild the core of the brand. Okay, 1, the one-liner. Everything starts here. I help specific audience solve specific problem through specific approach. Okay, here's an example. I help post-exit founders build calm, beautiful, powerful brands on LinkedIn without chasing the algorithm. All right, it's got to feel sharp, real, confident, unmistakable. This one sentence becomes the filter for every single post, comment, and DM. 2, profile positioning. Okay, the profile is your homepage. It's not a resume, it's a conversion tool. Okay, I would build a headline with identity, audience, outcome, and about section with a founder level voice, problem, clarity, emotional credibility. Okay, your featured section with 1 post, 1 free resource, and 1 offer. Call to action with 1 link, clear next steps. That alone is going to put you ahead of 90% of people on LinkedIn. Number 3, system before strategy. I would create a weekly structure that I could actually sustain. Certain amount of posts per week, 15 minutes of daily commenting, 1 intentional outbound message or DM sequence per day, 1 call to action per week. No pressure to go viral. That's it. This becomes my rhythm. And rhythm is going to beat intensity every single time. Phase 2, build the signal, weeks 1 to 4. Once the foundation is in place, you start sending signals. Not noise, not content for content's sake. Signals, intentional, identity building moments of presence. Okay? Post number 1, the line in the sand, a bold point of view, a clear, this is who I am, this is what I believe kind of a statement. Something along the lines of, I'm not really here to game the algorithm. I'm here to build real relationships. 1 post at a time. It sets the tone, it filters the audience, it anchors your brand. Another post, personal truth. This is where I show up emotionally, with composure. Founders trust you when you feel like them. Okay, so I would write about things like burnout and reinvention, maybe the pressure to be visible, why I walked away from the noise and built something quieter. Here's another post, practical value. Give away your clearest thinking. No gate, no tease. I would do a post, for example, called, here's the exact system I'd use to grow from 0 to 100 qualified followers in 30 days. Make it useful, make it clear, make it yours. Phase 3, comment like a surgeon, okay? This is the part that people still don't understand, all right? Comments build brands faster than content does. If I were starting from 0, I would comment daily, not 100 times, maybe 5 to 10 to start. I would target with precision, all right? Creators in my ecosystem, investors, operators, executives who engage with thoughtful material, okay? My actual ideal clients. And I would leave comments that signal intelligence, calm authority, clarity, not hype, okay? That's how people click. That's how they find you before you even post. Phase 4, turn attention into relationships, weeks 4 to 8. This is where a lot of people get it wrong, okay? They get attention and they let it die in the feed. I would do something a little bit differently, okay? Audit who's liking and commenting. Send them very calm, context-rich DMs. Hey, I noticed that you liked this post about XYZ. Curious, what stood out about it? No pitch, just always glad to connect with thoughtful operators. Move relevant conversations into calls or deeper engagement. No mass spam. No automation, just intentional presence. Phase 5, publish the anchor piece, weeks 5 and on. At around the 30 to 45 day mark, I would publish what I would call the anchor post, a long form breakdown of my POV, my system, my story, who I help. This becomes the post that you pin, the post that you DM people, the post that you link in email sequences and conversations. This is the lighthouse. Once it's live, everything gets easier. People understand you faster, they trust you faster, and they engage with your world deeper. Here's what I wouldn't do, okay, and why. I wouldn't post every single day. Try to be clever. Don't try to trace virality, all right? Don't use low leverage formats. Don't necessarily write for your peers. You gotta write for your audience. I would build a very calm digital presence, one that basically says, I know who I am, I know who I serve, and I'm not going anywhere, okay? That's what builds authority, not noise, not growth hacks, trust, rhythm, depth, okay? Look, I've been creating on LinkedIn since 2019. I have seen every strategy, every trend, every single algorithm shift. But if there's one thing that's never changed, it's the people who win long term. They're the ones who show up clearly, calmly, and consistently. If I had to start from zero, I wouldn't panic. I would focus. And if you're at zero or you're close to it, that's your edge right now. You don't have a reputation that you need to defend. You don't have content debt to manage. You get to build it right, directly from the start. Speaking of starting, if you haven't subscribed, you probably should by now.